asks Milo to help his mentor Jabi because Jabi got hit by this like huge ass helicopter snail thing.
Helicopter snail.
I'm telling
No,
you,
it is. It's
like,
a fucking helicopter with a
literally
fucking slug on the front.
Snail. Yeah.
And the bad guys, they got
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit podcast. It's your favorite host with the most on the bomb, and of course with me every week is my dress-up Danny.
Hey.
And Nick Chan's sailor uniform.
I can feel it in my plums.
What?
That was the only thing I had on my little intro thingy.
Dude, you know what happens, you know what I mean? Is when I intro Nick and Danny with current running show names.
Wait, what was my name again?
Nick Chan's sailor uniform.
Oh, okay, that's okay. My dress up
like,
Danny
right.
was a better one, not gonna lie.
What about Tribe Nick?
What about
Or
Sabikui
Nick in a
Bisco?
pod.
Nick in a pod.
All right, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out when we get there, dude. But when I do that,
The strongest
it means that
Nick with the weakest Nick.
We're talking about seasonal. Okay, we're doing winter first impressions. I know we're a couple weeks late, and we're just doing one first impressions because it's already halfway, and there's just like a lot of shows that are like sequels that we're gonna do separate episodes on, and then there's like a lot of just generic isekai things that I probably watched like the first 5 or 10 minutes of before I turned it off. But like,
This season is definitely a weak one. Like
it's definitely a lackluster one, and I saw
I mean, except for the big
Zayla.
hitters like Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, sure. Aside from those, and I saw Zayla was watching like a bunch of them, including some of those sequels and stuff. And we can go over their list and whoever else posted. But yeah, let's just dive right in. Links.animesummit.net. That's where all the links are. You can find everything: where to sub, where to pub, where to love, where to flub, and also, you should click the YouTube link and go to YouTube Anime Summit Extra because I'm uploading Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel videos there, and I'm uploading another one tomorrow. So, if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and you want to play, hit me up. Let's play. We can record it for the channel and just put it on there. See if they like it. And Danny, me and Danny did some fun with the Weebologies.
we did some fun things.
With the Weebologist. What we do?
We did our review for Dragon Maid.
Yeah.
With Ricky.
Yeah.
Nice. Was it
Because
just
Ethan didn't
Sam
wanna watch
nutting
it.
the whole time?
It was mostly. Yeah.
No, that
it
was a fun conversation. That was a fun thing that we did over there.
Because Ethan over there is like, yo, it's not getting peeped. I'm not peeping. My name is Ethan, and I smell like
Because
pretzels.
he's a Yutz.
Yeah, and Ricky, like, it took me, Danny, and like Bobman and a few other people over in their Discord to like get Ricky to watch it, and Ricky was finally just like, you know what, fine. And then he watched it and ended up liking it, so he invited us over to go over there and watch it and talk about it. That came out this past Monday, but you can go over there and listen to it if you haven't yet. But yeah, that was fun. So thank you, Ricky. Shout out to Weebologists.
Woo, woo.
If you're listening to us on Spotify or Anchor or Google Podcasts, you can literally find Weebologists there too. So, boom. Listener question of the week.
Oh shit! I gotta click on the page. This is from Mostly Shin. To be a man, you must have honor. Honor and what? Wait, is this a Shin-chan quote?
I don't know, actually. Also, when are you going to do a Shin-chan movie review? I haven't seen any movies in Shin-chan movies, and the 30th one is coming out soon, or I think it just came out. But yeah, to be a man, you must have honor, and a sword, a huge sword. You're not a man if you don't have a huge ass sword. It doesn't
Huge
matter.
girthy sword too.
It does, yeah. Like it doesn't matter.
A lot of length,
like,
a lot of girth.
It needs to be gut sized, like Cloud Buster sword. Or even if it's skinnier, it needs to be super long, like Sephiroth's sword. Yeah.
Yeah, long and skinny or short and thick.
What do you guys think?
A slab. Not even a sword. It's just like a hunk of metal. And by metal, I mean metal.
El Nino is Spanish for the Nino.
The Nino.
What do you think? What else a man needs to have though besides honor? Is what I'm asking.
A big dong.
Isn't that Sam was just saying?
No, I was talking about an actual sword.
Oh, I thought we were talking about a penis.
No, that's what Danny's talking about. Yeah, and you also need to be able to fucking have a shitload of jizz. Because if I'm sucking
You
dick,
need that mojo.
and if you only jizz a little bit, then why would I suck dick? It's stupid.
Yeah, it's just puffing air.
Yeah.
Hey,
What about
don't
you?
be shaming the air spurters.
Don't jizz shame, dude.
Yeah.
Don't jizz shame people.
I think you
What
could
about
probably
you,
look
Nick?
up online about how to make a big load if you really tried. But I don't
Nick,
know.
you're the resident.
I'm the load expert, Sam.
You're the resident load
No.
expert in beard. So what do you think a
I'm just
man
kidding.
needs to have besides honor?
Money. You need to be rich as fuck,
That's true.
and
That's very
preferably
true.
an ugly bastard, because ladies love it.
We do.
And also honorable.
Yeah, they already said that. Honor and
I think we were supposed to say some kind of quote, and I missed the quote. Like, I think we just missed it.
Yeah, I think we just butchered that. If there was supposed to be a quote, I don't fucking know what quote it was. But, like, there's many answers to that. You know what I mean? Like, honor and... or you could be... honor. If you have honor and you're evil, evil equals hot. So
Evil equals hot.
there you go. Danny, what do you got for Waifu and Husbando?
Waifu is Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling.
Yeah. Woo!
And Husbando is Bisco Akaboshi.
Nabisco.
I am not even going to try and pronounce the title of the show because...
Sabikui Bisco.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Nick got it. So
I kind of butchered it too, but whatever. That's my Midwestern pronunciation. You don't like it? Come and fight me.
Oh, I wanted to watch this one.
It was
Damn.
negative 20 today, so you're going to have to deal with that.
You are going to like it.
Okay.
There's mushrooms in it.
It's based on a light novel. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're just gonna go down the mat list. You know how we do, and then talk about each one. I know I went on some huge rant about oh, I need to do better to watch more and stuff, and then this past week, literally screwed me. The heat went out of my house, and a bunch of medical issues that I had, and it was just bull crap. So
Blah, 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 Sam.
I know, excuses. I did my best.
Where's the tiny violin?
And Nick and Danny are gonna carry me, and their backs are gonna hurt because I'm fat. Anyways, let's do it.
We're gonna go full Greg Jennings and carry you. Whole team on our back.
So the first
Danny's got a broken leg right now. She's still carrying you.
Danny's got a broken leg.
Fun fact.
you guys
knock
gotta
on
watch that
wood,
video.
I've never broken a bone in my body.
Oh fuck!
I haven't either because I'm a coward.
I
Knock
haven't
on wood.
either until I broke my toes. That was fun. But yeah, dude.
Everybody
do it.
Google Greg Jennings broken leg on YouTube. First video, it's hilarious.
So the first two listed on here are the final season of Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer Entertainment District. So we're gonna move on from those just because
We're not watching them and they suck, right? I'm just
they're
kidding.
terrible, garbage. No,
They
we're obviously
are.
watching them, and me and Nick are probably gonna do an Attack on Titan episode where we talk about the whole thing, and then.
Are we sure they're going to be finished by the end of this little section?
This is the end. Yes, this is the end.
They're not going to do some bullshit movie at the end or something?
No, I hope not. But
Attack on Titan
from-
movie 1, part 5 of 6.
No, because from where it starts, this is literally the beginning of the end.
Okay.
It's I can't count how many chapters it is from here, but
Because I'm a full season behind.
No, you're good.
I'm waiting for it to finish, then I'm just going to binge it.
But yeah, so other than that, aside from those two, the first one is Sonobisk Dal Wakoi Wasuru, My Dress Up Darling. This one is super cute. You can watch this on Crunchyroll and Funi, and it is this high school student named Wakana Gojo. he spends his days perfecting the art of crafting and making hina dolls, which are those like little Japanese dolls with the fabric, and they look like, you know, royalty, queens and geishas and stuff. Hoping to like reach his grandpa's level of expertise, and like, because it's like a family thing, you know, that they all learn how to do it. He's kind of like an outcast that way. He doesn't really make any friends, and then he's really good at sewing.
Social awkward. Personality.
He thinks of this one memory where some girl, when he was a kid, like made fun of him or hated him for liking dolls. He's like, "You're a boy." Yeah. And so then his sewing machine breaks at home, so he goes to the schools and uses that. And one of the most popular, beautiful girls walks in and goes, "Oh shit, you know how to sew?" And
did we just become best friends?
We just become best friends.
So much room for activities.
So she busts out like this like really jankily made cosplay outfit of one of her favorite Arrowgate characters, and
what was the name of that Arrowgate? It's like squishy wet lady or something. What was it again? I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but it was like Squishy Girls 2, and it was a really fucking long name, but it was like, and so she's like, Gojo looks at it and he's like, "Wow, you're terrible at sewing. This is terrible, and you're bad. You're bad at this." So they kind of become friends, and then he agrees to help her make a cosplay outfit because she wants to cosplay. So it's really cute. This is based on a manga series illustrated by Shinichi Fukuda. It began serialization in Square Enix's Young Gangan magazine in 2018, and it's in 8 volumes right now and still going. So,
Studio Cloverworks, by the way.
Yes, that's what I was getting to next. Cloverworks, romance, slice of life. Very cute. What do we think of this one? I think
This is an anime of the season. I'm calling it.
Oh, yeah, pretty easy. Yep.
Yeah, like aside from sequels, like if we're talking just like the fresh stuff, yeah.
It's called Slippery Girls 2. That's the name of the.
Slippery Girls 2. Yeah, but then it has like the sub name is like a really long name or something. But like, yeah, it's super fun.
Slippery Girls 2, the slippening.
The revenge and slippening, the re-slippening. But yeah, dude, I think Danny is making a bold claim there, but she might not be super wrong at the same time, because like, you know, having none of us read the manga, you know, but I
just really appreciate how outgoing Kitagawa is, and then, you know, she kind of like teases Gojo a little bit. It's kind of like don't code
all the
with
teasing
me,
shows,
Miss Nagatoro and stuff.
Except this chick's hot.
I mean, she got the frickin' jumblies in her chest. So
the yumbles. Yeah.
I mean, especially when she came over to Gojo's house so that he can measure her and stuff. Like that whole scene, like he was literally having a panic attack throughout the whole entire thing.
Yeah. And I think the other part about it that's really cute is like he agrees to do it and hang out with her because she's very stern in what she likes. She's like, and she's super popular at school too. So, but like she's kind of like an otaku in a way because she wants to cosplay and she likes anime. Like, and you even get like a glimpse of her bedroom, and she has like video games and stuff like that. Well, and also she can like see the things in him that's like, you know, she's like, if you need to tell people how you feel, dude, you can't just let people just like do stuff. Yeah. And there was one guy who like made fun of her like little keychain of one of her favorite characters, and she was like, "Fuck you. I like what I like. You can go suck dick." Like, you know, like, you know what I mean? And like that's why that's where they're similar, and that's why they get along, is because they both like what they like and are into what they into, and they decide to help each other in that way. And then she's kind of bringing out the best in him while he's kind of like helping her do something that she's always wanted to do, and it kind of works. It's just that she's like super outgoing and naked all the time, and he's like,
She's naked all the time. She's not like fully naked, but she's like, no. You got to measure me, and then, you know, she just strips down.
It explains the measurements a little bit in that episode, but like one of the things you have to measure is the inseam and bust point and bust, and so like that can be very intimidating if you're a horny.
The crotchal region. I
could never do it. I remember being a theater kid, and having like people that I was crushing on measure my inseam, and I'm like, how you doing? Internally, just keep it all inside. But yeah, it was really funny. It was really funny, and I think here's the other great thing about it. Something I noticed when I was watching it anyway, was the animation is number one. It's really good, and number two, because like a lot of anime typically, the average anime kind of nowadays doesn't have static movement, kind of regular just movement in between movement where someone's just scratching their head or adjusting their shirt or something like that. You know, like when a character's talking, they'll just be sitting there talking. But this show, in just the first 2 episodes that I watched, that's a lot of the show. It's like even in Kisniver or Wonder Egg Priority, a lot of it, like they'll just be doing something normal and just be talking, and they'll move and they animate it. It's really fucking cool, and I like seeing that. And Kazumasa Ishida is like the animation director, and he did Kisniver and Wonder Egg and Little Witch and Slow Start and Flip Flappers. So that makes a lot of sense why it looks so good, in my opinion. But yeah, sorry, I fucking bogarted the mic again. But any thoughts from you?
That's okay, Sam. I don't have anything to say.
Sorry.
No, for real though.
Sorry, bitch.
It's good.
Oh, okay.
Me like show, girl pretty.
Here goes hot.
I like her earrings that are like she's got like a whole bunch of them. You know.
Yeah, the character design is good too.
Oh yeah, that's like the best part of this. Like this show would be nothing without the chick. And the guy, the guy's got a design too. That they look like they're like well drawn anime characters. So yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, they do a good job helping each other out, getting over their insecurities, talking about porn in public and like scaring old ladies. That was a funny scene. I don't know if that was episode 3, but yeah, they did that. Yeah, you know, this is just a good, solid show. It's got the comedy moments. Guy's got the bloody nose, but then he gets over it. He gets the measurements. They they start to build the costume. Also, I'm pretty sure I've read a doujin about this, and I just forgot about it.
Didn't realize it was a doujin.
So that's my first exposure.
Mm-hmm.
It was really funny when his grandpa walks in on him studying the eroge game.
He's playing the eroge game.
He's like,
he wants to study the outfit. He wants to study the outfit. He doesn't like, and his grandpa walks in on him. And he's like, Well,
I guess he's at that age.
Yeah.
I bought a new sewing machine. Oh, okay, that's great. I'll see you later, Grandpa. Okay. Like he doesn't even think, oh, my grandpa's is like just walked in and I'm watching fucking porn shit. He just thinks, oh, he'll understand. I'm watching it just to, study the outfits, and that's not it at all. It's like, oh shit.
It's for science.
It's for science.
Haven't you ever heard of Butts for Science, you dumb motherfucker? Jeez. Okay, anyway. Danny, any final thoughts?
Gramps. You know you do it too.
I just can't wait to finish this and watch more and maybe even read it.
Yeah, I'm just going to finish for sure.
But the OP and ED, I think, is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, the OP is really catchy.
Mm-hmm. And it's so well animated too. Even the ED is very well animated. That little bubbly kind of animation is cute.
Yep, I dig it. Okay. Let's see. We're not watching the sequel or second season to Ari Fureta, right? No one's watching this.
Only the people in our Discord are.
Yeah,
half of them are.
I mean, and I get why. The main character I think is badass. I still really like that first episode.
I remember all the anti-tubers were crapping on it.
Yeah.
At least a couple of them.
People hate God mode characters, and I get that, but it was cool how he became that way. It was really sick, and it kind of drove him mad a little bit. It was dope. Anyway, Sabikui Bisco Nabisco scale.
We got to bring that back.
I gotta bring
No,
it back.
fuck Nabisco. They don't pay us.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, fuck Nabisco. We need a new scale.
Unless they pay us, then we love them.
Let's do a scale by fast food. So number 1 is McDonald's fries.
They're not even that good.
No.
McDonald's fries they're not the best fries, but best fast food fries.
You're okay.
Okay, y'all bitches. Okay, anyway.
Actually, they're pretty decent. Anything's better than Taco Bell.
I
Okay,
do like ice cream flavors.
You don't need to fucking yell, dude. Okay, quit screaming. Okay, anyway.
Do you know that they feed pigs literal garbage?
Oh God,
it's called garbage feeding. It's a real thing.
Sabikui Bisco.
It's allowed in 27 states, including the one I'm in.
Which is a metaphor for climate change.
Yeah, literally.
No, it literally is.
No, meat causes climate change. It does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. A plague like Sabikui Bisco. Okay, Jesus.
That's give me that part.
A plague like wind blows across the arid, sandy expanse of post-apocalyptic Japan, as it sweeps over the living and non-living alike. Rust is all that remains in its wake. The cause of the catastrophic state of the world is believed to be mushroom spores. Bisco Akaboshi, our husbando known as the man-eating mushroom, is a wanted criminal archer whose arrows instantly grow mushrooms wherever they land. However, he is in truth a mushroom protector, a person who spreads fungi in order to enrich the land and return it to its previous state. Yeah, dude, I wanted to watch this one. It's based on a light novel. But yeah, he's basically the guy from Dorohedoro, but not a dickhead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like Dorohedoro.
But yeah, this is yeah,
it's fun. It's okay. It's decent. It's cool. This is the one with the rhinos and like the weird people riding like lizards and shit.
I didn't get to watch this one, so
Danny watched it, right?
I did, yeah. There's like hippos and like a
I meant
ass crab.
Hippos. I said rhino. I meant hippo. Yeah, like a giant crab, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening?
So there's a bunch of Face Johnsons that weren't sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Face Johnsons. They ride on them. They have to fight against the rust, like you said.
There's, the
government is bad or something.
Milo, who's one of the best doctors in like one of the districts of the town that he's in, and he's trying to cure his sister's rust, who is like one of the head captains of like the army and stuff, and she has like a serious case of rust. So and she's like a fucking badass. Like
a little vinegar will get rid of the rust. Maybe some ketchup.
But the premise is like apparently, this post-apocalyptic town of Japan thinks that the mushrooms that Bisco produces, like with his arrows, the citizens think that the mushrooms that he spawns is what's causing the rust, and so they think that the mushrooms are bad and everything like that. So it's kind of like illegal to have any mushrooms or anything. Bro. So
nah, dude,
yeah, but actually the mushrooms end up healing the
rust.
They're like the only things that can like adapt to it or something. So
trust the fungus.
Right.
Yeah, and the whole point is like he gets dragged into this it's like a rebel force fighting against the big bad guys with
pretty much like a big ass like corpo politician gangster who's all like, if you don't do this, I'll fucking kill your family,
Yeah, so
Dictator.
Bisco is the guy. He brings in the doctor, and they,
Well, he finds out that Milo can make medicine, and he kind of asks Milo to help his mentor Jabi, because Jabi got hit by this like huge ass helicopter snail thing.
Helicopter snail.
I'm telling
no,
you,
it is.
It is
it's
like,
a fucking helicopter with a fucking slug on the front.
Snail, yeah.
And then the bad guys, they got like bunny.
This.
They got bunny faces, dude. They're riding in a helicopter. They got fucking bunny faces.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Dude, I gotta watch this.
There's mushrooms like exploding out of buildings. You got bunny face Johnson with Tommy guns.
I really like the arts, the original arts done by Kei Akagishi for the light novel. It looks really cool. The main character design kind of reminds me. He kind of looks like that badass, spiky-haired, crazy guy, kind of like the main guy from Scried or whatever. And I like that, so I have to rewatch that show. That show's.
By the way, you can watch this on Verve, Crunchyroll, and Funimation.
Okay.
I'm liking the OP. I'm rewatching it. There's like a bunch of fucking flying whales and shit.
Oh yeah.
So crazy.
Flying whales and shit, dude. What the hell? I need to watch this. Okay. Any final thoughts on that one?
Check it out if you like. Let's see. I'm gonna click on the recommendations page. This is my contribution. Yeah, Dorohedoro.
Trigun.
This is nothing like Dorohedoro, but it has mushrooms. That's pretty much it.
Dorohedoro, Trigun, Kill la Kill, Desert Punk.
Yeah, a little bit
Golden
like
Kamuy,
Kekkai Sensen, not as funny.
Bakano.
Yeah, Trigun's probably a decent one. Yeah. If you like any of those, check it out.
The $65 billion man.
None of them are very
like
perfect comparisons, but
okay. Vanitas Part 2, the case study of Vanitas Part 2.
I'm watching this. This shit is crazy.
I don't like vampires, so that's all you, Danny.
I'm not caught up, so.
What's wrong with you, Sam? Don't you not understand how gorgeous these vampires are?
No, I totally do. I just, I'm dying over here.
They're not the right kind of gorgeous, though. They're like the annoying kind.
I'm dying, and I'd rather.
They gotta look like Griffith.
Vampire.
I wish that would be great. And just bite the shit out of everyone. I don't even want your blood. I'll just bite you, make it seem that way, so you think you're dying, even though you're not. But yeah, this is just continuing from.
Yeah, this is part 2 of the first season.
Which is cool because it's not even in the rollover section; it's in the TV news section. Which means they just were they had it ready to go, and they were just like, no, here's part 2.
Yeah.
So it's 12 eps, and yeah. So
yeah,
what are you thinking so far?
I mean, it's just as crazy. They do give you a 12.5, so they give you a recap episode on what happened.
I like recaps now because you can skip them.
Yeah, so they give you
though.
that. And then they kind of just jump into Vanitas and Noe going to a town where I'm not even going to try to pronounce the fucking town. It's somewhere in Paris. But they're trying to
Do they meet Emily?
Emily?
Yeah, Emily in Paris.
No.
All right. Not watching it.
Anyway, they need to find this beast, which is an enormous wolf-like creature that has been rumored to slaughter hundreds of people and everything. So, but they suspect that the beast is actually a curse-bearing vampire. When they go there, they start to get some hallucinations, and they kind of end up getting split up, and Noe ends up meeting the suspected curse bearer vampires, and it's getting really heated. So it's good. And we also meet a psychopath priest, a vampire slayer dude. Very, very much a yandere for sure.
Always good to have a yandere. Spice things up a little bit. They get jealous. They get violent.
Yeah. It's getting good. I'm excited to finish it. So,
hell yeah.
Sam, you got to catch up.
I will. My iPad is charged and fixed again, so I've been watching anime on my iPad. It's been hard for me to sit at my desk for too long, so I try and walk around a little more with my iPad and watch anime.
I do a standing desk.
I might look into it, except I can't stand for too long, so yeah.
Well, you can't sit and you can't stand. Do
Yeah,
a lying down desk.
I need a hammock, like a hammock that I can just
I don't
lay on
trust
my
hammocks.
stomach.
Those scare me.
I'm too fat.
Anyway.
I'm
skinny and I still don't like hammocks.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, I'll catch up on that bitch and watch it. You can watch it on, I think Danny said it already, but Crunchyroll,
Funimation. It only used to be on Funimation, so...
But then they did the merge, yeah.
Yeah, so now it's on both.
Okay. Is anybody watching The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising
Hell
a Nation?
yeah.
Nope.
The show's actually pretty fun.
Nick,
So
it's all you.
basically, okay, here's what it is. This is very similar to that other show from like last season. What do they call it? There's like a bunch of these. Well, there's Alderman, which we reviewed at one point. That was a while ago. There's How a Realist Hero Built a Kingdom. That was from literally last season. Or no, sorry, summer 2021. But this one is pretty much the whole point of it is like the king of Natra has fallen, and his son, Prince Wine Salema Arbalist, is the he's got to take his place to become the Prince Regent. Blah blah blah. He's trying to sell off the kingdom so he can go retire and just fuck off and do nothing. But the only way to do that is like he has to raise the value of the kingdom, and he like accidentally stumbles into like all these crazy like wins and stuff. Like in the first couple episodes, which I watched, they win like a bunch of battles. Like he thinks they're gonna lose or whatever. He's just trying to like pump and dump basically. He's trying to pump and dump this kingdom like a fucking NFT or some shit or like a crypto.
Pump and dump.
But he's like, oh no, it just keeps going up. And then his sidekick Raleigh Ninium, she's like a white-haired girl. She's like, I think he loves her, but then also she's kind of like the whatchamacallit. She's like his childhood friend and his aide pretty much, and she like gets his schedule and shit. So it's really funny. He makes her do like meow voices and stuff, and he's always simping for her. But yeah, so the whole point that it's cool because like when they do their battles, they have like they use like little like chess pieces and stuff. Like they actually like visualize it a little bit, like Legend of the Galactic Hero style. Which they should put that on the recommendations for this. That'd be funny because in Legends of the Galactic Heroes, they actually had like pictures of like the battlefield from like a distance or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty funny. He I pretty much gave you the gist of it. So a little bit of comedy, a lot of building up. It's like an RPG type of thing or RTS RPG.
Okay. All right.
I'd recommend it. This is one of my favorites from the season. Up there.
Oh damn! Really?
I mean, it's below Dress Up Darling, but it's it's worth watching. I'd check it out.
Okay, what about How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom? No.
No.
Oh shit! Is that part 2? That's what I just talked about.
Part 2. Sorry.
I think I dropped that one. But that one's kind of a similar vein. That one I only watched the first couple episodes. Like he gets a bunch of like people with different skills, and like they help him build the kingdom. The difference between that and the genius guy is like the genius guy is like pretty much he's like a mastermind. He's like Lelouch or Reinhardt or whatever. So that's kind of the main difference as far as I've seen. But if you like one, you'll probably like the other. I like the genius prince a little bit more.
Okay. What about The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest?
Nope.
Do you guys watch this?
No.
James is actually watching this one.
This is the Nick Minute. Oh, does James put James on the mic, Danny?
He's in our bedroom.
So this one is like another like super overpowered main character coon, and it's kind of like that show where like you have the demon who's reborn. Was it Mao Gakuin or something? Misfit of Demon Academy. It's like that, but it's less funny. So. And he can so you got this you have this like kingdom, and they're like slowly getting weaker. Like the mages kind of suck, and it turns out this you have this character show up. Oh god, I'm butchering all the intro to this. You got the main character shows up. He has the worst crest, and he's also able to, what do you call it? He's also able to channel spells without incantations or without speaking. He's kind of like Rudy from from Jobless Reincarnation.
Jobless.
Yeah.
But so he eventually starts teaching the academy like how to do what he can do, and they're trying to build up this a kingdom a little bit, I guess. I didn't get that far in it, but my main issue with this is like it turns out there's like a big conspiracy from like the demons to make these mages weaker by not teaching them like the strong stuff. But luckily, the main character was like reborn from a super powerful character from the past or something. I didn't quite catch what happened there. Let's see.
Is this the one you watched at 4 times speed?
Yeah, I watched one episode at 4 times speed.
Oh my god.
Okay, there's a character
like
named Gaius.
Super Saiyan mode right there.
The character Gaius reincarnates far into the future, hoping to alter his fate, and that's the main character, I think. So, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous because the main character just knows everything and is good at everything, and like, it's like too much for me. It's got a 6.3 on Mal. I mean, if you're into this type of show or like just seeing the main character just stomp people, then all right, it's fine. But yeah, there's not enough comedy. Like if you have an overpowered character, you got to have like a bunch of comedy, in my opinion.
Right. Okay. And that's on Funimation and just Crunchyroll, and it's by JC Staff, based on a light novel. Okay. What about Teasing Master Takagi-san 3?
Dude, I'm like 2 seasons behind. I gotta watch it.
You need to watch the second one?
I know it like follows their life, doesn't it? Like they grow up and shit.
They definitely look older in this one. Yeah, I don't know if that's...
Dude, Takagi gets a dumpy later. Trust me. I've read the dojo. I've read the sacred texts. The sacred texts.
The sacred Jedi texts. Okay. Akebi-chan no Sailor Fuku. Akebi's sailor's uniform.
This is a good. You guys watched this one, right?
Nope.
Yes. Cloverworks.
There's another Cloverworks?
Very cute. This is another Cloverworks.
Oh, they did Dress Up Darling too, didn't they?
Yes. Based on a mango chutney, which was in Tonari no Young Jump. It's by Hiro, story and art by Hiro. And it's really cute. It's just this girl named Komichi Akebi, and she's always adored sailor uniforms, and then when she sees her favorite idol singer wearing one in a commercial, she's like, oh my god. And then she sees this picture of when her mom was in high school, Robai Academy. It has the same sailor uniform, and she's like, wow, I want to go to Robai Academy so I can wear that uniform. And she asks her mom to make it for her, and it's like her dream come true to wear this sailor uniform. And then she gets there, and that's no longer the uniform.
Damn.
And then
we wear blazers now.
Yeah, she has to decide. The principal allows her to wear it. She's like, well, you can wear it if you want, because you came in here literally saying that during your interview that that's what you wanted to do, and we didn't tell you that the uniforms are different now, so you can wear it if you want. And she decides to wear it, but she also wants to fit in. So the first episode, she's deciding, do I go with their outfit, or do I just go in wearing the one?
That'd be hard to do. You're the only one in a different outfit.
Well, yeah, she doesn't want to be she wants to make friends, right? Because obviously, and it hasn't shown too much of her past yet in the episodes I watched. But I think she was homeschooled a lot, so she's kind of she doesn't, you know what I mean? And so it's kind of cute. She starts making friends. She's a little bit of a weirdo, but then she goes to school early. She's like, I'm gonna get there early, so I don't have to deal with people. I can prepare myself mentally. But someone there is there earlier than she is, and she's clipping her toenails, and she smells the toenail clipper.
Oh, dude, this show is Quentin Tarantino's dream. It's just all feet.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, pretend you didn't see that." And then they kind of discuss their anxieties, "Oh, I clip my toenails when I'm anxious." And she's like, "Well, I got here early because I'm wearing the sailor uniform."
I hope she clips them in a straight line so she doesn't get ingrown toenail.
So then,
shit.
So then she's like, "Oh fuck," Anyway, that's how she makes friends. It's kind of cute. That's how she makes her first.
She's
friend.
A super Genki girl, bubbly, happy all the time.
It's just feel good.
She's kind of overpowered too, if you think about it.
Slice of life. I mean, it's her first day in a new school in a prestigious academy.
And she already made friends. Overpowered.
She already made friends, even though she's already set herself aside from everyone else. On the outside. But yeah, it's kind of cute. It's just she just is trying to make friends, slice of life. It's really cute. High school show. I think it's just supposed to be a feel-good show. The animation's really nice. I really like it.
Yeah, that's the best part. This is a show, it's how far can the production take it? Because, the premise, if this was just Silverlink or some shit where, they didn't really do a whole lot with the animation, I don't think I would complete it. But, since it looks so good, the backgrounds are great and the just like the movement's cool, then I think I'm gonna keep watching it.
It's definitely it's like Super Cub in that way.
Yeah,
It's just like a vibe, It's just really nice to look at and have on. But this is being directed by Miyuki Kuroki, which they haven't done too much. But the chief animation director is Megumi Kono, and she's done Your Lion Butthole, Sword Art Online, Kill la Kill, Guilty Crown.
This is like a much more gentle Asobi Asabase, Danny.
Yeah, that's a good. Except Asobi Asabase
like,
was fucking out there.
Yeah, it's like Super Cub mixed with Asobi Asabase.
Oh God.
There you go. What do you think of that? That show was fucking funny.
That show's hilarious.
Yeah, Akebi though, super kawaii. Check it out.
Kawaii this. Yeah, dude, really cute. That's on Funi and Crunchy. It's a Funi Crunch. It's a fun crunch.
That's probably like top 3 best looking show of the season. Not including Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan, but like
right
of the ones we're talking about.
Who's watching Love of Kill?
No, that sounds terrible. What the hell is that?
It's on Crunch Studio Platinum Vision.
I forgot this is a thing.
I was gonna watch this, but the reviews were a little
Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
I probably would find it funny.
It's like some spy versus spy shit or something, yeah.
Oh, it's a Josei. What? Whoa. Okay.
Whoa. But yeah, okay. No one's watching that one.
I might pick it up for next time. If our audience wants us to, then I'll try it out for the finale.
And we're doing one first impressions, guys. But if you want us to do like a stragglers thing later, if we don't mention newer shows on a review, or if you just want to go, oh hey Sam, you didn't watch this one, you should watch this one before the winter review. Just totally let us know. You know what I mean? And we'll do it. But yeah.
Speaking of Sam, you need to watch something before this season is over.
Yeah, Sasaki to Miyano. I really wanted to watch
Blast
this,
Academy. Boys love.
I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, Sasaki and Miyano. Tell us about this one, Danny.
Miyano, he like kind of struggled. He was like troubled first start of like a one summer, and like one of his friends was getting bullied, and he was kind of like conflicted on what he should do, like whether he should call a teacher or settle it with himself. But a upperclassman named Sasaki, he kind of like said, don't worry, like I'll handle it, and he kind of saved the day kind of thing. But he kind of realized that Sasaki has feelings for Miyano, and so they kind of like started chatting and everything, and Miyano has he likes to read manga, but he is very interested in boys love manga, but since that is like more of a closed in kind of hobby, he tries to keep it silent.
It's more niche genre, yeah.
Yeah,
silent but deadly.
He has a very small group where he'll talk about it, but Sasaki was really interested in Miyano, and so Sasaki never really got into manga, so he asked Miyano for a recommendation, and Miyano gave him a yaoi manga and said, now before you find me weird or anything like that, this is like a boys love anime, but I do generally really like the stories, but just give this a try. And Sasaki nonchalantly, like, he's like, okay. He reads it the next day. He goes to Miyano's classroom and is all like, hey, I finished that manga that you gave me. And like Miyano was all like, wait, let's go somewhere else to talk about this. So it's super cute. Sasaki starts to realize that like he likes Miyano, but Miyano is kind of like in the clouds with his feelings. Like he thinks that Sasaki is kind of just being friendly, and they start to get a little close and everything like that. It's so adorable. They definitely, it's not, your typical kind of like yaoi story where, you know, there's the dominant and the sub characters, and, you know, it kind of gets like creepy and everything like that. Like, this is like a genuine love story between two people, and it's so cute. Like, I out of the two of them, Sasaki is definitely my favorite, because he starts to like really have these strong feelings for Miyano, and he's so much so that he's scared to like touch him, because if he like hugs him, he might like give him like an extra kind of like squeeze because he likes him so much. So it just puts a smile on my face anytime I watch it. It's so cute. I love it. But
Miyano, or Yoshikazu Miyano, he's not gay, is he? Or he doesn't know?
He, in the beginning, I would say like, there were like hints, like Sasaki saying, he got in a fight, and Miyano was all like, here's a Band-Aid. And Sasaki goes, oh my gosh, Mia-chan, you're so cute. Do you want to go out with me? And Miyano kind of was all like a little pushed back by it. Like, what? No. Like, I was only, you know, just being nice by giving you this Band-Aid kind of thing. But then
it wasn't like, oh, you're a guy. It was more like, oh, dude, no. Like,
right.
we're just
Yeah.
being nice.
Like, you're just joking kind of thing. But some of the classmates that Miyano starts to talk to, like one of them, one of the like upperclassmen who's a classmate to Sasaki, he's having girlfriend troubles because his girlfriend is a fujoshi, and so he's fighting with his girlfriend about the manga that she's reading and everything like that. So he talked to Miyano because he knows that Miyano is into yaoi stuff, so he was trying to understand it. And he makes a comment about Sasaki and Miyano like dating. Like he states that like, oh, aren't you two dating? And Miyano's like, what? No, like we're not dating, we're just friends. All this kind of stuff. So, but over time, he does start to like put the puzzle pieces together, like some of the events that happened around him and Sasaki, and he's all like, wait, he actually does like me. And he starts to kind of like question, like, do I have feelings for him? So he kind of, and he does like blush every now and again, and and I think he's starting to realize about his relationship with Sasaki. But I didn't go too far. I only watched like 4 episodes.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
So,
but I was just wondering. But yeah, like,
but it's like I said, it's really not the whole like I just want to fuck kind of yaoi. Like,
right? Yeah, like, you know, like a lot of yeah.
So it's really just
put you against the wall, eyes all.
Yeah. Although that does happen in this.
Oh, okay.
Of course that happens.
Wait, hang on a second. But what happens is, Miyano was actually, he got like bumped into, like someone bumped into him, and he kind of like did like the whole slam the wall thing in front of Sasaki. And it was so funny. But then like later that day, one of Sasaki's classmates was all like, oh yeah, Sasaki actually had to leave because he wasn't feeling well. And it cuts to Sasaki sitting at the train station with just like all blushed and just like thinking about what happened, because he just got like his heart skipped a beat when that incident happened, because he likes Miyano so much.
That's funny.
So
it's comedy.
It's so cute.
Okay.
It's so
I just think of that
adorable.
moment where like in Given, when he's like telling the drummer like, oh, I think I like, you know, whoever.
Right.
And then,
yeah.
And then the drummer was like, do whatever. I dated a guy once.
Right.
NBD.
Yeah.
And it makes me think of that scene from Easy A. He's like, hey, it's no problem.
Right.
We all do it. All God's children. I was gay once. It's okay.
Man.
Once.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. We should talk about it on cinematography.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Playing on the
yeah,
podcast.
Anyway.
Let's talk about Terminator 2 so I can knock out two birds with one stone.
Yeah, dude, we can do that. Okay,
Oh, we got to do the Ava rebuilds too, Sam. Me and you. And maybe
I'll definitely
Danny.
watch that. Yeah, dude, we got to do the Ava rebuilds.
Let's just do an episode on it.
Sasaki and Miyano, yeah, okay. I'll give that a watch. I definitely wanted to. I just didn't get a chance to. I blame Smokey.
Yeah, you should blame Smokey.
No one's watching Princess Connect Redive Season 2, obviously, right?
It was actually kind of funny the first season, but I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Okay. World of Leadale.
This one is pretty run-of-the-mill. It's kind of like an isekai. I watched the first couple of episodes, 2x speed, of course. And let's see. So it's a VR MMORPG because this character is on life support. Okay, wait. So yeah, it's literally an isekai. Like I was explaining what an isekai was. So it's this character. She's like this. Oh God, how do I explain this? It's 200 years since this character interacted with the world. Turns out she has like a bunch of kids and stuff in the world. And she's also super powerful. She's just rediscovering it. I assume 200 years in game time is like not that long in real life. They haven't explained a whole lot yet.
Okay.
Pretty much it's just exploring like what she can do with her powers. Like she does have like the menus and stuff, but it feels like a regular fantasy. So she'll like take her finger and like swipe up and down menus and all that.
So it's like Dot Hack Sign.
A little bit. It's more like bright than that, and obviously the music isn't as good. But
Oh, sure. I just mean in terms of like because Tsukasa in real life is like in coma or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
That was a
she's
spoiler.
just like
My bad.
discovering. She's like just like discovering the city and like what's going on in the world. I haven't
Sure,
not a whole lot has happened in 2 episodes, to be honest. Like it
Okay.
hasn't really hooked me a lot, and I'm probably not going to continue. It has a 7.1 on Mal, so I mean, if you like isekais, you want to check it out. I mean, I'm sure there's more that goes on as the show progresses, but
Yeah.
the first 2
If you're
episodes didn't catch me. So
If you're a fucking isekai slut and you take that Glock 9000 with isekais.
Yeah,
you know,
Giguk.
whatever. Yeah, Giguk. What about life with an ordinary guy who reincarnated into a total fantasy knockout?
oh, this one is this is another isekai. You have like a salary man who's like a really handsome guy, and then you have his best friend summoned to another world by a naked goddess. But the best friend, or one of the guys, is turned into a beautiful girl, and all the characters in this fantasy land like always propose to her and stuff, and it's pretty funny. Like every time she meets somebody, gets proposed to. It's kind of a what do you call that? A gender bender? Is that what they call it? The tag?
Sure, yeah.
Where
Like
the guy turns into the girl.
Yeah, yep.
And
okay.
it's I don't know, gender bender tags always kind of weird me out. That's like the one tag. Like I don't get weirded out by NTR or like weird shit, but like gender bender is just kind of weird to me. But what do you call it? Yeah, I mean it's like a little bit of a comedy, a little bit of them exploring the isekai world, starting their journey. Let's see. It's kind of funny because the salaryman is just like still in his suit. Everybody else is dressed like in fantasy attire. The show is a little bit like Kaguya-sama, where you have both characters like inside of their own thoughts, like portraying the thoughts on the
Gotcha.
And they're thinking really fast and stuff. So
Okay.
I think this is trying to trick Japanese people into being it's like if you're not gonna have real kids, at least bang your best bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit. We gotta do something.
Or fucking Nick always thinks that like every anime's got some kind of agenda for the people or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, what about she professed herself pupil of the wise man Kendeshi?
What the? Where are you even seeing that? Oh,
Right after the one we just talked about.
Kenja no Deshi. This one doesn't have a translation on my anime list. Oh yeah, it does.
It does when you go to the page,
Okay.
yeah, but not right there, yeah.
I did not start this one.
Okay. What about Orient?
I don't watch shows about the Orient. Okay, I'm just kidding. I didn't start this one either. This one has a cool poster though. This is like a way cooler poster than everything else.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a shonen, but from what I've heard, it's a pretty generic.
Yeah, it's a 5.8 on Mal. A lot of the stuff in this season is like lower scored, and I'm wondering if if people on Mal are starting to like finally catch on and like actually rate things accurately. Because it used to be where like they'd give every show a 7 or like a 7.5.
Right.
And finally everything is like, gearing towards like a 6.
What about Requiem of the Rose King?
Nope.
The Crown of England. Okay. Tokyo 24th Ward.
I was gonna watch this, but I decided not to.
Okay.
No.
Slow
The poster looks kind of weird.
I wanted to watch Slow Loop.
It's about fishing.
This is like fishing. This is like the Doga Kobo show about fishing, but it's not as well drawn.
Studio Connect.
What is the shoot, they don't have it listed on the recommendations, do they?
Doga Chobo.
But there's a Doga Kobo show where they had fishing, and it's like similar to this. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I know what you mean. It was a club though. That one was. Like
this one's cute. Yeah. Girls doing cute fishing things.
Yeah.
But it's just they don't do it as well as like Eurocamp or Super Cub or anything like that. So I am gonna pass on it.
Okay. What about?
It's just they're like teaching you how to fish, pretty much. You know what they say: teach a weeb how to fish, and they'll stop watching anime because they got something productive to do. You know what I'm saying?
What about Dolls Frontline or Girls Frontline?
This one is pretty crappy.
So this is based on a mobile game called Girls Frontline in China.
I've heard of that, yeah.
In Asia, it's called Dolls Frontline, but here it's called Girls Frontline. Shaonu Qingshan.
It's funny because... Oh, is this a Chinese one?
Yeah, it's a Chinese game. So
Asahi production?
Yeah, it's just military girls doing military things with big guns.
They did Peach Boy Riverside and Zeta the Witch and all that. Okay. Medaka Box.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's based on a mobile game. So if you're into Girls Frontline, you might want to watch it. But
I don't know. This one, like, the battles were kind of hard to follow. That's the problem with gun shows. Like, you can't, like, watching gunfights is not as interesting as watching sword fights most of the time. Like, you have to really try to, like, choreograph it to look cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why, that's why fucking Star Wars is cool, because they got lightsabers. You know, if it was just, like, pistols and shit, that'd be dumb.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
But it is funny how they named themselves, like, AK... What is it? AR-15, M16. Like, their names are just guns. It's like Cancole or whatever.
Yeah. I would say if you're going into that not knowing that it's a mobile game, you'll probably be like, what the fuck is this? But, you know.
Yeah, honestly, it's not that great. I mean, if you're really a fan of that franchise, then fine, but, you know.
Yeah. Hakozume Koban Joshi no Gyakushu. Police in a Pod. This one's kind of funny.
Cop show. This one's a little silly.
It's just these two beautiful girls being cops, and they're like in one of those police boxes. They kind of patrol the area. And it kind of does it in different parts, like, you know, each episode. I thought it was going to be funnier, honestly. Maybe I just haven't gotten into it as much. There's supposed to be two other characters.
Oh, yeah, there's like... They actually deal with some serious stuff, too, like rape and domestic violence.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more like... Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that real. But, like...
This poster has, like, a chimp and a gorilla in a wig.
Yeah, and there's like a little German Shepherd dog in the front, and
that's because that's their chief. They call him Gory because he looks like a gorilla.
What the hell?
The guy in the pompadour, I think.
Yeah, and like the main character, like she realizes how shitty the job is, and like because there's a part where like the person who's teaching her, Fuji, gives a ticket to an old lady who missed a stop sign. And the old lady's hands are shaking, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm having trouble."
That's what they have to do, Danny. They're cops. They got to give tickets.
She's like, "Yeah, but I got to give you a ticket, though." And then so the main character Maya is like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, you know what I mean?" She's like,
"Dude, why are you being such a cop?"
Yeah, like seriously. And so like I don't know. It's the one thing I think is really funny is
that one. I agree with. We should ticket all old people. Fuck them. They shouldn't be on the road.
Fuck them kids. No, dude, like Seiko, the lady who's teaching her or like overseeing her, you know, training.
Her senpai.
Yeah, she's like, every time she gives someone a ticket and they like spout some bullshit to her, and they drive away, she like mutters to herself, goes like, "Hey, you fucking bitch! Maybe if you weren't fucking crossing the line, fucking stop saying fucking dumbass motherfucker." And then Maya's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" She's like,
she's like grumbling.
She's like, "What happened?" And she's like, "What did you say just now?" And she's like, "Oh, I was just saying, like, I should have gave him another ticket. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on."
Yeah,
like,
dude, real talk though, being a cop would suck.
Yeah,
because you got to deal with people on like their worst day all the time.
Right.
But
I
still,
just got
fuck
a
the police,
ticket.
you know what I'm saying? So
I just got. Yeah, no, I agree. I just got.
But
a
also, we
ticket
kind
a
of
couple
need
weeks
them, or
ago.
there'd be chaos.
I just got a ticket the other day for not having my tabs updated, which is like, yeah.
You should have blamed the
court-
pandemic and started crying.
I should have. Yeah, my court hearings.
Maybe
actually
show a
tomorrow,
little. Maybe
so.
show a little booba.
Yeah,
show a
I should
little
have showed
nip.
some tid. I'm like, here's
Side
some tid.
boob. Side boob.
There's an episode of Seinfeld where Jerry dated the most attractive woman ever, and she got out of like every cop ticket. It was so funny. She's like, "Officer, do you really have to ticket us?" And he's like, "No."
But yeah, I thought it was gonna be more funny. It's definitely like.
Is it worth
like
checking out though?
Yeah,
I was thinking.
I would say
of
it's worth
watching
checking
this,
out. Just
but-
watch the first like 2 episodes
Yeah.
and see what you think. It's it's not going to blow your mind, but I mean, it's okay. 6.8. I think this is better than some of the 7s that we've checked out. It's better than some of those isekais. It's just like the topic itself is a little bit, it's like a working show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dog
Character
poop
designs
is
are
better
great.
than any of these isekais.
What about
Dog poop.
Dog poop. Speaking of that, they got to clean up dog poop as cops because that's their job.
fucking Danny over here? Literal shit is better. What about Salaryman's Club? Anyone watching that? Looks
I
dumb.
am.
Ryman's
I'm
Club?
watching this.
Or as I call it, Ryan's Club because it autocorrected.
Ryman's Club, yeah.
No, Ryan.
Okay, Danny, do you want to tell us about it?
I mean, it's just, well, it's your typical kind of sports show, but instead of like high schoolers, they're businessmen. So, which is kind of interesting.
They got the suits with the backpacks.
They got the suits and they got the backpacks. Hang on, let me quickly click on the page because I don't remember names right now. I'm being a Nick.
Well, you have the foreskin guy, and then you got the other guy.
Ew.
He has foreskin.
Ew.
Oh no, it's foresight. Sorry,
Anyway,
I had to write down that joke. It was I don't know.
the story is centered on Mikoto Shiratori, who is like a child prodigy of badminton. He has like this terrible past where one of his high school partners who he used to do doubles with got injured, so he doesn't do doubles anymore. He only does singles, but he had a major loss. So, and he wanted to be a professional badminton athlete as a career, but the league that he was a part of kind of like fired him. So this company called the Sunlight Beverage Company pretty much hired him and to also play on the company's badminton team. And I mean, it's your typical sports show where the team isn't that good, so they bring in a prodigy player to rise up in the tournament and all that kind of stuff. They practice at a middle school gym. And Mikoto is all like, this is weird. Why are we coming to a middle school to practice? Like, this is like super creepy.
Middle school girls. Every year I get older, they say it's same age.
The badminton
Shows like all guys.
team, their coach, this guy is like straight up delinquent. He has like dark sunglasses and a pompadour, and he also hits the shutter with a huge ass paper fan.
I love it.
I saw that. I'm all like, okay, I'm sold. I don't care like how generic this show is. Like that character right there is pure amazing chef's
He's like
kiss.
Kochi from Gunbuster.
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
Just with the sunglasses, that's it. Yeah, it has a lot of the sports tropes, but it looks really good. The animation is great.
Yeah, well, I will say that the character design is a little generic compared to like Haikyuu or something.
No way, this isn't. They don't look generic. They don't even have anime eyes. They have squinty eyes.
I mean, to me,
the orange hair guy looks like the guy
from
Haikyuu.
No,
he looks just like him.
No way, no way. You haven't even watched Haikyuu, so you can't even talk.
I know the pipsqueak. He looks like the pipsqueak.
I know the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can we watch that one?
Verve and Crunchyroll.
Okay.
So Leiden Films.
And I have not watched anything else on the list. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I did. I watched a few more things. I watched this next one, which is Miss Kuroitsu from the Monster Development Department. So this is really funny. I might continue to watch this just because, I'm a big Sentai person. But so picture this, okay? This is the best way I can describe it because the mal synopsis is kind of shitty. You remember in Power Rangers, there's Rita Repulsa and then her team of big bads. There was the one short, fat dwarf guy with the beard. And he crafted the monsters out of clay and then put them in a machine. And that's how he made the monsters.
Oh, didn't they call them, putties or something?
Well, the putties were the regular henchmen. But, he would make the big bad monsters of the week. So this is that show. This show is that from that perspective. So there's a monster development department in this building. And their goal is to make the biggest, baddest monsters to fight Sentai groups around the world. And beat their competitors, as in the bad guys who make other monsters, the bad guys that these other Sentai warriors are fighting. They're trying to take over their business and their, you know what I mean? So Miss Kuroitsu is just this cute girl scientist, and she's trying to make the biggest monster, the biggest baddest monster that will take out the Sentai guys. And then the main boss, the person who's Rita Repulsa, you could say, Akashic. Mm-hmm. She runs the evil organization Nagastia, and she just likes cute things. She's this little lolly chick who looks like M. Bison, and she just they're developing this big wolf martial artist buff wolf man guy, and then in the simulator he's got a manly body and really buff, and he can fight all the simulations and beat all the simulations. But then last minute, Akashic goes in and changes it to a girl's body. And he's like, what the fuck? Why do I got tits? I don't understand. And so it's just kind of funny. It's a workplace thing, but from the perspective of opposite of the Sentai Ranger guys making the monsters. And it's well, we got to meet this fucking deadline. And you just threw a last minute guy in a fucking Loch Ness Monster costume. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? It's just it was really funny. And so then Magestus, the vice big bad guy, he comes in. He's very intimidating, big blue demon guy. And he was like, you threw that presentation together last minute, didn't you? And she's like, oh my God, she's going to fucking kill us. He's going to fucking kill us right now. And he goes, why didn't you tell me that you were stressing at work? Having your days off is important. It's just he starts reprimanding them for not taking time off and using all their vacation days. It's your health is what's important, and that's what's gonna make us the best monsters. You have to be able to go home and relax and rest so you're good for work or whatever. It was really funny. Because he's
just
this
you.
Big fucking. Thank you. And he's this big fucking demon guy, and he's we care about workplace safety. It's kind of, and so here's what's really funny, and this last thing I'll say about it before I move on. It's Studio Quad, based on a mango chutney. I don't know what's Studio Quad, I guess, is the first thing or only thing they've done. I don't know what they've done before. The manga's done by Hiroki Mizuzaki. Comes out in Comic Meteor. But here's what's really funny is when they're mentioning all their competitors in the beginning, they're talking about actual Sentai shows.
Oh, cool.
They're oh yeah, here's Daikanger, and he's killing all their monsters, so we can get over there. Here's Taiga Tochiger, or whatever, which is the Tiger Face Johnson one. And they're at the end of the episodes, it shows you pictures of their actual shows and their costumes, and it's hilarious. But yeah, it's pretty funny. it might be boring to some people just because the animation is super mid. There's even one part where Kuroitsu's like walking forward, and one of her boobs is definitely noticeably bigger than the other one, and it just looks really bad. Like they just drew it really bad.
How dare you boob shame? Not everybody's boobs are symmetrical.
No, I know that, but like this was like
okay.
Just bad.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, Miss Kuroitsu is very funny. If you're a Sentai fan like me, I think you'll find it funny. Otherwise, you might just be like, this is mid. But
it's mid.
The next one, that's on Crunchyroll, by the way. The next one's on Funimation. This is Tribe 9 by Leiden Films.
Does this have Face Johnsons?
Yes, there is a cat. There is a cat named Nekomaru in the little hangout. But
I thought the big character was like a bear or something. I couldn't see, the poster was tiny.
No. But basically, it's like this it's a place called Neo Tokyo. It's the future. And the young people have been all like, "Wow, the government sucks dick." Like
it sounds like right now.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like let's join in gangs and then like take over areas of the city. Fuck all them, right? And they settle things with extreme baseball.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the law. It's called the XB law.
I was like, they settle with extreme violence.
to keep each other, to keep the tribes and the kids from killing each other, they make this law. And so. The kid Haru is getting bullied with this guy named Taiga by some other gang, and this one badass named Kamiya Shun comes in and is like, "Fuck you guys," right? And then he's like rumored to be like this badass extreme baseball player. And the baseball field is like just like a two corners of a street, and when they like run to first, they have to run down like 15 blocks and parkour that shit, and it's badass. And like, I actually got an email from Funimation about this one, and so, I was encouraged to watch it, and I was just kind of like, okay, that seems cool. I should check it out. And, it's being simulcasted, and I think, me personally, because I'm into gang shit anyway, and also the animation's pretty good. It's pretty sick. And, I happen to like it a lot. The art style reminds me of Danganronpa a little bit. Dang it, Grandpa, as Nick would call it.
Dang it, Grandpa.
And this isn't based on a manga or anything. It's a mixed media thing. So there's going to be like video games. There's going to be a mobile game, I think. There is going to be manga, I'm sure. But right now it's like, it's a mixed media original anime. So I think it's really fucking cool, honestly. A lot of people might look at it and be like, "Oh, that's stupid," right? But it has that extremity of like Akudama Drive, kind of.
Oh, that sounds a little like it.
Yeah, and I really like the colors. I really like the backgrounds.
It's
the
like
animation
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Of that first.
Too.
It's a little Yu-Gi-Oh-ish, yeah. The first baseball match they do is really fucking cool, and obviously it's the first episode, so they have to make the animation tops, So I hope it stays like that, who knows. But I enjoy it. I'm going to continue to watch it a little longer and see what happens. So, other than that, there's a few others that I wanted to check out and I didn't get to. But yeah, that's pretty much almost to the bottom. What about you, Danny? Any others?
I didn't even realize about Tribe 9 after hearing your description on it. I might check that one out. I was planning on watching the new Sayuki Reload.
That's right.
But it's only on High Dive, and I don't have High Dive, so I wasn't able to watch it.
Okay.
But I was gonna watch the other sports show, which is Futsal Boys, but
Futsal Boys.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. Yeah, dude. Also in Tribe 9, the guy Taiga, he's like a tuna fisherman, so he handles huge tuna. So the Kamiyama Shun, he nicknames him Tuna, and it's really hilarious. Like in The Office. What's your game, Tuna? What are you doing?
Tuna.
You
didn't watch Shenmue, the animation, Sam?
No, I didn't watch Shenmue yet because I think it just started its first episode like last week.
Oh yeah, February 6th.
But yeah, I'm hyped for that. I might wait a little bit. I don't remember the story because I played that game when I was a kid and I didn't even beat it.
That was on Dreamcast, right?
It was on the Dreamcast, bro. Come on. So hopefully it's sick. That's Studio Telecom Animation Film, which I don't even know what they've done, dude. They did Nagatoro and Orange.
Yeah.
Okay, or helped on them rather.
I'm also watching Orbital Children.
I don't know.
Yes,
I've
I
never
watched
heard.
the
What
first
the
episode of
heck
that.
is that?
Yes, it's on Netflix.
How do they
on
say it?
Netflix.
How do they say it in Japanese?
Go to the
I gotta
ONAs.
I gotta
Go to
fix
the
my
ONA.
Mal thing. No, they don't title.
Yeah,
they don't
it's-
title it Orbital Children. They title it some moon rune.
But
name.
it's weekly. It's weekly on Netflix because Netflix is trying to do the weekly thing, which is cool.
Well,
Cheeky
there's only
You
6
Guys, Shonen
episodes,
Shoujo.
and there's already 6 episodes out.
Oh, it's an ONA. Okay, I thought it was like a full
no,
show.
It's
Okay,
not.
no.
No, it's only
Yeah,
an ONA.
Chikyu Guys Shonen Shoujo, the Orbital Children. Because in Japan it's called Extraterrestrial Boys and Girls. But yeah, it's
What the fuck
it's
are you
really
talking
cool.
about? Orbital extra. Somebody fucking lick me. I can't find it.
Oh my god.
I can't find
Here.
this
Old
thing.
man over here.
here. I'll find it. I'll link it to
Jeez,
you.
My
I got
God.
it already. I got it.
My anime list sucks.
There.
Okay.
I gotta fix it.
yeah.
There's
On
gotta be a
Discord.
way to fix Mal so that it does the English title instead of the Japanese one. I think Annie does that.
I watched the first episode and it was really cool. But basically, in the year 2045, internet and artificial intelligence have become widespread in the outer space. Following a massive accident at a space station, a group of children are left behind using narrowband and SNS, low intelligence AI, and smartphone-controlled drones. They overcome numerous crises. Yeah, and it's really cool because like their phones are in their hand.
Yeah.
What do you mean,
and-
like chips or something?
Yeah, like the hologram appears on their hand like a glove.
Dude, that's dystopian. Then they can track you no matter where you go. Oh wait, it's like right now.
It's kind of reminds me of Astra Lost in Space, except a little more. The way they design things and build the world is a little more realistic. Because they talk about Earth and all that stuff. Where in Astra Lost in Space, they had all the different planets, the mushrooms and shit. But Planetes, Lost in Space.
Denocoil, baby.
Is some suggestions for this. But yeah, I watched the first episode of this and I thought it was really sick. The animation I think is great. It looks amazing. Toshiyuki Inoue does the key animation, and Kenichi Yoshida does the character design. And Kenichi Yoshida is like a great artist. I can't find who did the background art because the background is like, whoa. But not NASA Houston, the main character. Not the main character, but the main like
One of
adult
the main
nurse.
yeah.
One of the main characters. NASA Houston.
What a name.
Fucking.
It's like bluesy
whatever.
floozy.
Yeah, she's fine as wine. I like her hair. But yeah, Danny, how many episodes did you watch?
I only watched 3.
Okay,
So
you're halfway through it, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even realize that it was only 6 episodes until I looked at the page and everything.
I didn't realize it till just now either. Yeah. Okay.
So, but I got while I was watching it. I mean, I didn't even realize who directed this. At first, I thought it was a Misaki Uwasa. Because it seems like something he would do, but the characters are too pretty for him. So I actually really looked at like who directed this and who was the original creator, and it was not who I thought it was.
It's actually Mitsuo Iso, who did a lot of key animation for stuff we watched as kids, which is
yeah.
pretty crazy, like Cowboy Bebop, Rurouni Kenshin,
Yeah.
Perfect Blue.
I think this is only
Evangelion.
his second directorial debut.
Yeah, he was a key animator for sure. Yeah, I don't even know what he directed. What else he directed? I thought this was his first
I was
one.
looking. He did.
Key animator for Golden Boy. Let's fucking go,
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. I didn't even see that. Hell yeah.
Let's
Oh,
see.
Denocoil. He directed.
He did Denocoil. Let's
And
see.
this one for
Newest to
directorial.
oldest.
The rest of them are key animations.
He directed. Oh yeah, he directed Denocoil.
Yeah.
That was his first directorial debut. So,
okay.
But everything else, he was pretty much key animator, digital works, visual effects.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And he also did key animation for Final Fantasy Legend of the Crystals, which is one of my favorite OVAs ever. It's like a future sequel to Final Fantasy V. Super cool. Super cool, dog. Okay. Any other shows? I think that's it. Otherwise, we can talk about what we think anime of the season is real quick before we head out of here.
My Dress Up Darling.
Yeah, I think it's going to be My Dress Up Darling or Sailor Uniform for me. I think we all can agree on that one.
I think the Akebi's uniform, that one has maybe the best animation, but Dress Up Darling is a better show. Like, the character motivations are better. Yeah. Akebi is a little too cutesy.
Yeah, Orbital Children, I don't know if I'd compare, because I think they had a really huge budget for these 6 episodes, and it might be hard to compare, but Orbital Children might be super sick. I'm going to finish watching it. So, but yeah, definitely My Dress Up Darling and Akebi, Sailor's Uniform.
Shout out to Genius Prince, also. And Sam, your favorite's going to be Sabikui Bisco. You got Face Johnsons everywhere.
How you know? You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know what I like. Proxy battles and Face Johnsons. Anyway.
My favorite show to watch at 2 times speed is the Cop Show.
Oh,
that
God.
counts?
You sure not 4 times speed?
Yep.
Nick is trying to get a ticket at this point, yeah.
That's the award.
But yeah, dude. Let us know what you're watching. Okay? And if you want us to cover something that we didn't get to watch or get around to watching during the review or before that, let us know and we'll get it covered. We'll do you a favor. You scratch my lower intestines, I'll scratch your foot.
Oh, wait, is that like a butt plug reference or something?
No, I just figured I would take a knife and do seppuku and then they just scratch my lower intestines.
Oh my God.
Isn't that how you do it?
Can't you just like eat some broccoli or something?
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll just do that. Don't scratch my lower intestines. That being said, I love you guys very much. Thanks for listening every week. I hope you guys enjoy everything we've been putting out. It really means a lot to me to hear you guys go on the podcast channel on Discord and say, man, I really like this episode. I like when Nick mentioned this show or Danny talked about this show. Really, I love it. So thank you so much. But yeah, I've been Sam. That's Danny. That's Nick. And this has been the Anime Summit podcast.